Hello and welcome, my name's Sam and this is the Little Greenhouse Creates. Thank you for joining me today for our final double page scrapbook workshop kit, Sweet Halloween. Wow, that was a mouthful. So we are on to our, as I say, our final double page spread. Again, my photographs are not with me as yet, so I will be using the placement cards, which is fine. Quite happy to use those. I was asked the other day that obviously when I go off the camera I stick everything down, and what do I use? So apart from when I'm raising things up and when I use the dimensionals, I use my stamp and seal. This does not damage your photographs, so I'd rather use it all over rather than just be a case of making a mistake and ruining a photograph. So I've got those. I also use obviously my glue dots, which are removable to hold the pages down. So those are the glues I use. So again, it is as I say, a double page spread, but it does come with, it's over here for a second, it does come with more images to colour in. So today I'm using Granny Apple Green, Pumpkin Pie and Petunia Pop, and there are quite a few things to colour in here. So we've got a little bag here and some apples, so you could use your dark Granny Apple Green for your apples. You could colour in your bag with the pumpkin pie. So this version is the dark. And then you could colour the rest in with the light. You've also got your flags, which you can colour in. So again, you could have, this time maybe the light Granny Apple Green. And then the light. Yeah. And there are two banners to colour in. That works quite well. We've also got this wonderful green slime to go over a cauldron. So you can, let's do the dark. I will colour in the rest of this all once I'm off camera. And we've got everything in place, so that will go over there like that. And then you've got your pumpkins, which obviously we can use the pumpkin pie. Right, so let's put my pens aside for a moment. I am using, let's pop you there. So these are what is requested in the kit. So 2 4x6s, 2 3x4s and 1 3x3. But for the purpose of what I'm using it for, I'm actually going to use the double page, sorry, the 2 4x6s on one page. And then I'm going to use the smaller ones on the second page. Excuse me, that just looks better for my photographs of what I want to do. This page, I'm not 100% sure what I'm putting on it. This page, I am 100% sure it's a photograph, or 2 photographs of my daughter and her friend. They're off to a Comic-Con convention. It's October the 31st, and she's gone as Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare Before Christmas. So that's what she's doing on. So that's what's definitely going on that page. What's going on that page? We'll have to wait and see. Right, okay, so the first thing I need to do is to make sure that my green pages are glued down. Again, it's the two tones. You've got the light and the dark, And for the purpose of this one, I'm using the dark. So 2 glue dots, 1 in opposing corners, top left, oh she doesn't flick it off, top left and bottom right. I'll put that one into place. There we go. That's already moved, so let's try and see if I can. I got these so that my pages wouldn't move, but I think my desk must just be a little bit slidey because they don't stay in place. Right, one down there, see, they don't stay in place, which is not very good for making or creating videos, because you want the stuff to stay in place so people can see what you're doing. Hey ho! Perfect. Right, so there we go. So those 2 down. So the next thing to put down is so these are the pieces that they recommend for this side. So I've got this piece that goes there. Then you've got this wonderful, look at that, isn't it amazing? I love it. It's got all these beautiful candies on it, but I just love the vibrant, the colours of it. For me, it looks brilliant. I'm very, very happy with that. Okay, so the next thing I need is my orange strip. So that goes through there like that. So that'll go all the way along there. So maybe that'll go over that way a bit more. You never know. Okay. Then I've got this bit which will go up and under here. And what I want to do is put my 2 pictures on, or placement cards, just to make sure that I'm happy with how they're going to go. So I think that works. I don't need Batty for you up there, so I'm going to leave that off. Right, let's leave that for there. Let's create this section now and see how we're doing on this one. So this one is, well, let's have a look. So we've got this again, we've got this piece, but obviously it's turned around. So instead of it there, it's this way. I have got this to go down here. So that runs alongside that one. I've got a bit of, oh, I've got a yellow piece. So that's going to go there. But because there isn't the larger picture there, we might have to make a few alterations, which is fine. We'll just get along with that. And then that bit will go round about there. Okay, so let's bring in these cards. So I've got one there, and one in the middle. Let's see how we can do that and bring other pieces. Right, so I've got this strip which goes on here. So it would go up here. Now it's suggesting half. So I wonder if I'm going to use half. Should I use the other half on the other side? Yes, it does. So what I'm going to do is this bit will go here and could go all the way through. But it is suggesting that we do have a tiny piece down here. So let's put everything else in place before I decide what I'm going to do. So that's going to come over here. There should be a photograph here, but I'm not having it here. So I could put the tree down there, but do I want it? I might need to move that up that way. So you could, whoops, we're all changing it around. Do I do that as well? And if I do that, then I don't need to have the whole strip up there. So that's could work. We've got that's meant to go there with problem is I don't want to lose, that's it. I want to be able to have the room to write on it. Okay. Let's see. We've got bats. We could have a couple of bats up here. We've got a bird. So he should be down here, but I quite like him up here. Because obviously he will be, well not obviously, but I would put him up on a dimensional. Don't like that here. So do you put pumpkins up there? Or is that kind of thing? Look, this one, I'm not sure where he's going to go. Let's have a look. Is he on the other page? I've got this one. And I think he's spare. Or she's spare. I'm really quite keen on that. So maybe we could lower that one down there. And she could stand there. I'm just trying to work it out. See what else we've got. Today was a howl, so I quite like that. That could go there. I've got some pumpkins that go on this side. I've got my little man here that I've just coloured in with his basket. So maybe we could put that there. Put today was a howl there, couldn't you? Some pumpkins here. Okay. Don't need Batty for you. I could do such a treat. That could go there, couldn't it, instead? And I could put my bats up there. Now the Boo Crew, I definitely need that. The Boo Crew for there. And I could even put Let the Fun Begin there. So we've got like this step 3. Quite like that. I've got more. I've got a ghost. I've got a spooky ghost. Let's put him up there. Then you've got more pumpkins which could come down here. And then I've got my banners. So we could have it coming from there like that. Or even put that up there. Bring that to there and that to there. Then it's difficult, isn't it? Sometimes when you've got to know. Let me think. Or should I put it? Because I could put it. Choices. I think that was too much. I'm taking those away for the moment. Quite happy with that. I could put that onto the bottom there. Put it on dimensionals. Put your pumpkins there and those ones there. Then I could put my crow here. And maybe my spooky ghost there. moving it around is just... No, I think I'm going to leave this one out. I think that's probably how I am going to glue these down. So that is me in practice of what we're going to do. I shall stick it all down, and fingers crossed it will actually... Hang on, I'm just having a thought. Would it go there? Could it go under there? I'll see. I'm sure I will decide eventually. Okay, so as I say, I shall come back to you once I've stuck this all down. See you in a moment. And I'm back. Right, okay, so this page fairly the same, this page slightly different. So I've moved the little bat down here and put the pumpkins up here, which they were originally over on this side. Decided where I'm going to put my little ghost, so he's there. That's cool. Again, these are up on dimensionals so that photographs can be into place. That's really quite it really for this one. This one over here, you will probably notice that not only have I changed the layout of where my photographs are going to go, it's similar to how the instructions suggested it, but obviously my photographs are smaller. I've moved the tree from down here up to here. This is about the same place. I've taken out this piece because it was up here and it just didn't feel right to me. I'm not using the bunting. I'll use that for another project. And also I've decided not to use her either. So on this page, put the bowl. There is a proper word for it, but my brain has just gone. The bowl is laid flat. The slime is up on dimensionals. The tree is laid flat. However, I only put the glue down the middle of that so that photographs could go underneath. But my bird is up on dimensionals, as so is my cauldron. It's a cauldron. It came back to me. The pumpkins are here. Because I took out the other 3 pieces from this page, I have put a pumpkin strip, which comes with the kit. It was spare, so I've added that to there. So that is our final double page spread layout. I hope you like that. I have to say, I am quite happy with that, even though the photographs aren't there. So thank you ever so much for joining me this week. We start something new next week, so do join me then. And I look forward to catching up with you very soon. Take care. Bye.